Hi and hello everyone, I hope everybody is good. You watching Mr. Film India. Let's get started. Ponniyin Selvan Part 2 has premiered today, 7 months after the first installment. This action drama with a stellar cast was directed by Mani Ratnam and is based on the Kalki Krishnamurthy novel Ponniyin Selvan. Tamil's translation of the first section was a huge success, but other languages' audiences did not respond as favorably. So let's see how entertaining this sequel is. The lengthy adaptation process of Ponniyin Selvan for Tamil film is frequently attributed to financial constraints. While partially accurate, the novel's verbosity does not mesh well with the visual nature of film. Before someone like Mani Ratnam, who has a sensibility for both mediums and could bridge the gap, emerged from the Tamil film industry, it took some time. In the first movie, Mani steadfastly adhered to Kalki Krishnamurthy's novels, which led to criticism that the movie was choppy. While it satisfied the devoted readers, there was still the nagging question of why Mani did not make some changes to Kalki's book, which is a historical fiction with scant supporting data. After seeing Ponniyin Selvan 2, one may remark that Mani used the first installment to introduce and set up the epic, and he did not hesitate to utilize screen time for extravagant song sequences. He is more audacious and significantly departs from the literature in the second section. In this case, Mani Ratnam, the director, pays more attention to his craft than to the written word. Because of this, Ponniyin Selvan 2 is a better film than its predecessor. Ponniyin Selvan is one of the greatest successes in Tamil film because it aims to be realistic in an era of green screens and visual effects. Aditha Karikalan and Nandini's teenage years are flashed back in the captivating prologue of the movie. Mani Ratnam has a tone of imagination, which is just what this scene needs. You get the impression from the filmmaker that Nandini and Karikalan must have met in a similar manner. Of course, while he was seated on the horse, smirking, she would have strolled past him at the riverbank wearing her effortful smile. All of it happened. You can believe it thanks to good movies. Mani Ratnam is aware that you cannot reach there by using solely elaborate sets and CGI. He captivates you by making the movie in such a his use of exotic locales persuades you to believe in Chola Desam. After revealing what happened to Nandini, the movie picks up with Arulmoji Varman's narrative. He is currently quite ill after being saved from the water by Umai Rani. In order to heal him, Vallavarayan Vandhyadevan and Pungujli plan to transport him to a Buddhist monastery. Aditha Karikalan and Sundara Kolar would be killed on the same day by Nandini and the Pandyans. On the pretext of making a deal with Madhurandhagan, who has organized a rebellion and claimed the throne of the Chola kingdom, she invites Aditha Karikalan to Kadambur fort. Another astounding event occurs when Vandhyadevan informs his beloved Kundhavai of the preparations. The master filmmaker shows us what may be accomplished with just a few close-up views and brief conversations to show us the beautiful love scenes that Tamil cinema appears to have lost how to depict. Of course, A.R. Rahman is required as a supplement. Blindfolded, Vandhyadevan is then placed on a small island. Kundhavai questions him. She circles him gently while teasing him with a blade. Vandhyadevan is blind, yet he can sense his abductor. All of this is foreplay without kisses and touches. Even so, it compensates for the most enticing scene in recent Tamil film. Unfortunately, we do not see much more of this couple's romance, which feels as carefree as the song Aga Naga. But suddenly, we find ourselves in the middle of Nandini and Karikalan's ragging passion. It is ferocious, lethal, and toxicity personified. It may seem odd that this love affair takes up more time in the Ponniyin Selvan books and films than the main character. But it makes sense because he would not be burdened with the guilt that kills him from the inside if Aditha Karikalan had heeded Nandini's plea and spared Veerapandya. He was intelligent enough to lead the kingdom. He is the Pattathu Ilavarasan after all. Without his complicated love, Ponniyin Selvan and the drama would not exist. Even after being made aware of Nandini's scheme, Aditha Karikalan still travels to the Kadambur fort to face his one and only love in person. This odd relationship, which is a volatile concoction of passion and revenge, is brought to life by Vikram and Aishwarya, who bring out all its complexity. Here are two individuals who have always brought out the worst in one another but are unable to hate one another. Perhaps the scenario represents the climax of Ponniyin Selvan 2. The sight of Aishwarya screaming and being struck by lightning perfectly captures the demise of Ponniyin Selvan's most imposing and fascinating figure. The movie does have flaws, in fact. How someone who has not read the book will follow the plot is difficult to imagine. Ponniyin Selvan lacks a traditional cinema structure since it is unable to contain all of its branching plotlines. Ponniyin Selvan is not the only issue at hand. Additionally, Aditha Karikalan and Vandhyadevan are mentioned. The result is a disorganized and challenging to follow framework. Look at how masterfully Mani Ratnam captures each character's personality in only a few brief moments that are not even included in the book, though. Watch how Ponniyin Selvan responds to the plan to murder him in the Buddhist temple. It is his moral steadfastness and righteousness. Unlike his brother Aditha Karikalan, he is not a fierce combatant, but he is a leader who always understands what to do. That is significantly more brave than the swordplay, and Mani Ratnam makes Arulmoji Varman's portrayal restrained because that is who he truly is. One of the harsh complaints leveled at the movie by purists will be that the ending is drastically different from the books. Along with that, there will be criticisms about how well-liked characters like Pungukujahli and Vanthi are not represented. The price of translation is that Mani has paid that price for remaining committed to his craft. We have Mani Ratnam's Ponniyin Selvan to tide us over till someone from Tamil film steps forward to do, perhaps, a series that does the enormous novel more credit. Due to its complicated narrative and overabundance of characters, the first installment received harsh criticism in several languages. However, the second installment's writing is unambiguous, direct, and clear. In this follow-up, Ponniyin Selvan one's unresolved issues will all be resolved. Near the end, everything comes together nicely. The drama in the film has some interesting moments, and there are a few well-done presentational sequences. The main focus was on Aishwarya Rai's character, Nandini, and she was fantastic in the role. She also played Mandakini, a character that was essential to the storyline of the movie. A crucial scene starring Aishwarya Rai and Chyan Vikram in the second part is just too fantastic. Vikram performs in a subdued manner as Aditya Karikalan and the amuses as always. The actor who performed the title part, Jayam Ravi, did a fantastic job. As Raja Chola, he excels and lends the appropriate royalty to the role. Karthi receives great marks once more for his overall performance. His antics make people laugh in the hallway, and he and Trisha get along well. Once more, this scene makes use of Karthi's persona to entertain. Other actors with names like Prakash Raj, Rahman, Sarath Kumar, Parthiban, Kishore, Jaya Chitra, Sobhita Dhulipala, Vikram Prabhu, and Aishwarya Lakshmi do okay jobs in their roles. The story is advanced by almost all of the characters in some way. The sequel suffers from poor pacing, which can occasionally annoy viewers, just like part 1 did. Even sequences with good drama are stretched out needlessly. There are just too many slow-motion close-up shots throughout the film. The impact may have been multiplied had the editing team not shortened so many sequences. Although there was a chance to include them, the film does not have any memorable high points. Without straying from the plot, there ought to have been some exhilarating moments. Actually, this may have added some flavor and elevated the movie. However, it appears that the filmmakers purposefully stuck to a flat narrative. Some audience segments may not respond favorably to this. The war scenes are awkward and should have been done better. Ponniyin Selvan 2 is excellent in terms of technology. Thota Tharani did an incredible job, and the production design is stunning. Although A.R. Rahman's songs are not bad, some of the scenarios really benefit from his background music. Ravi Verma's cinematography is passable. The production qualities are outstanding, and the visual effects work is superb. The film should have been trimmed by at least 15 minutes during the editing process. Coming to the director, Mani Ratnam, he has done an okay job with the sequel. Though the movie has a decent amount of drama and good performances, the slow-paced narrative hampers the overall impact. That being said, that Ponniyin Selvan 2 is definitely a better outing than the first part. The second hour is better than the initial hour, with some exciting moments taking place between the key characters. Ponniyin Selvan 2 is a generally good sequel with some intriguing and well-done passages. Its strengths are the compelling plot, decent drama, and excellent acting. PS-2 is undoubtedly an improvement over PS, however watching the film requires patience due to its slow pacing. If you enjoy watching historical dramas, try it.